right. I think I'm looking at here.
All
A
right,
lot of.
so at the Game Awards, they announced finally the arrival for console. Thank God, after like 3-4 months, and
Yeah.
and they also announced this chick here for 2SKO as the first champion going into season 1. So Warwick was season 0, and now this chick here is season 1.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Which closes off their Arcane thing, which is what they were using to sell season 0, which is what they're using to sell the first season, which makes sense, right?
of Arcane on Netflix.
Yeah, they definitely used it because Arcane season 1 came out on 2X, and they were doing a big rework in League at the time. So they could market it off as, here's your special announcement for League Grands, League Worlds, and do it as an announcement for Arcane as well. So it's good advertising, right?
I think in a way it is. And you know, the funniest part about this is that this chick didn't appear on our radar when we were thinking about popular character picks.
It's not that I didn't think about her. I just assumed she was going to be in.
Okay, because I haven't watched the show, so I didn't really know that her popularity was like that big. But if it was, that makes sense that she would eventually be here.
Her and Vi are the lesbian representation.
Oh, she's a lesbian?
Her and Vi are lesbian for each other. Yep.
Damn. Actually, I had a feeling with Vi's build that she was kind of like that, but I didn't know that she was like that. So.
Yeah, as far as I know, that's the bare minimum lesbian. One of them might be bi, whatever. Not my business. Don't really care.
Right.
But it's just that was part of the story. That's why Arcane went super viral.
Okay. So let's take a look. See here, because let's take a look at our previous sit down in order to sit and go over this before this checkpoint. And so they're finished with Arcane Champions for now, and I'm going to open up this tweet down here while we're going through.
Riven, Ezrael, Fiora.
Because we picked Riven, Ezrael, Fiora. We picked Shyvana.
Shiv, Ornn, because I thought Ornn would be interesting.
Samira.
Yeah, Samira.
Yi. And
Master Yi on A. Yeah.
And this chick was like a shot in the dark for me.
Yeah. For Caitlyn, it's not that for Caitlyn, I'm not good with dealing with the zoner thing. But I was like, okay, for zoners, I want to give them something that's not just gun, even though I know we're getting gun, right? So for me, I'm already okay, Caitlyn makes the most sense, yes, but it's so on the nose that it's either she comes now or she comes in later.
Do you feel like the meta or the situation of the sandbox right now is perfect for her to be here?
As far as the meta goes, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine for her to be here. There's nothing super oppressive that I could give, but if I'm looking at the character, we have the two options of how her balance is going to go. She either comes out and she is absolutely broken, we're talking what's her name, felt in not Strive but Exerd when she came out broken, or we're looking at Axel where everyone thinks she's broken and she's sort of basic.
Okay.
Man, it's just nothing crazy. But if we're looking at this is pretty much high levels of what I expected. A Riven, a Katarina, Samira, you have a Jhin there. All these are very combo heavy characters in the game next to set. So from that, the must-haves all probably are going to make it in at some point, or at least half of them.
Right.
I'd say half at most, depending on how long the game lasts. no, just the whole must-have section can make it in. But they're the most fighting game characters. We're looking at a set with the dude in red next to the chick in the hoodie, or Lee Sin,
Oh, here we
Akali.
go. Take it or leave it.
Yeah,
So she falls right
yeah.
into the take it or leave
She's
it category.
definitely, yeah. She's a face of League, right? If we're looking at faces of League,
She's one. For sure.
Akali, Lee Sin was a face. Akali and Lee Sin aren't must-haves. Caitlyn, Vi, you're probably looking at like Warwick. I want to say Rengar, Yasuo, Yone. Like they give you like couples. He's the cat with the cut over his eye.
Ah, okay. You know what? I could see them putting another furry in this game. But that would be like later on down the line, and he looks like he would be tanky, which I think they would hold off on.
He'd be a tanky berserker.
Yeah, he would be a tanky berserker. Think he could probably be like a Vasaraga, but without needing a huge scythe.
He'd actually probably be faster.
Yeah.
He'd be much faster, more than likely.
So,
but then you get into like these are all the characters that I'm mentioning are all like more zone oriented, which is why like if we go down into the please knows, Shaka would make sense as a zoner or like a speed character. Like a lot of the zoners got tossed into please know area.
Which hey, actually, hang on.
That I mean,
Furball is in here. Hang on.
Teemo?
Yeah, I'm trying to look now. Furball's down here.
Next row.
And
Next one. He's further down. Trust. Like next section. Yeah.
Oh damn, we got
Master Yi's in there. Master Yi's in there because people like these are characters people hate for a reason. Teemo was an invisible. Like he went invisible. He set traps, and then he didn't really like. The traps were invisible too. So you just walk over them, you die. You don't know if he's around. Makes paranoia in the player.
Bro, this dude literally manipulates neutral by just being there. What the hell?
Yes. You play around the character. Master Yi is the same way. You don't group up when you're with Master Yi because Master Yi will zap to the back line and delete your healer in team fights. And then run it back. He's Bucky, right? The one next to Teemo with the many eyes. With the goggles. Yeah, Master Yi. So he'll just delete backlines and such, right? Yumi's useless. The cat, the actual cat.
This one here.
Her thing is attaching herself to another player and buffing them.
Oh, so she's literally built as a support character by nature.
Like pure support.
Oh, no. She
like did you play the League version?
She's more like a literal.
Yeah, did you play the Dragon Ball version of League?
Squadron?
Genkai and Squadron? Yeah.
Partially, yeah.
Baby without damage.
Oh, nah. She would have to do something on her own for her to be viable. But nah. If 2XKO was a cameo-based program and not an assist-based program, then she could probably fit right in as defensive assist, just like
she'll never make it in because of that. She has moves, but like she's shorter than most of the cat. She's going to be shorter than Teemo, unless she's on her book permanently. And like she works as an assist only, but she won't have a kit otherwise, as far as I can tell.
Right, there would be no point because there's no damaging factor to her. Everything about her is merely for support.
Yeah, so like she'd be, I'm buffing the other character to get strong, but not necessarily. Like if there's different formats for 2XKL, she makes it in. Yeah. If there's different formats for 2XKL, like single one character only, you have to play sidekick, jug, or whatever. Yeah, she makes it in, easy. She becomes the best sidekick character, though.
Okay.
Trade-offs for everything, right? Cho'Gath is like if you want monsters. Do you want weirdos or like or what for this?
5, 6,
Honestly,
7, 8, 9.
10,
Then
11 Warwick is in please no.
okay.
You're on him. Yeah, Warwick's in please no. So you got two more, right?
Take it or leave
Glitz
it.
is somewhere. Glitz is somewhere.
Yeah.
That's Nautilus. That is not him. Scroll up. Glitz. Am I blind? I gotta be blind. Like,
I'm trying
where is
to
this
see
robot?
the robot that's in 2XKO?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's down here.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
okay. Warwick
Then
Teemo
10.
came in, so that's two. And then we have Kate.
11.
We should expect one more.
And
Yeah. So
then
Kate
12.
makes 12.
Kate makes 12. So it's just a
Aloha.
matter of what's going on. Hey, what's going on? Welcome in.
Ooh, that's League of Legends.
Hey, Ruby, welcome in.
Can I watch the League of Legends tutorial?
Yeah, go for it. Oh no, we're doing a mini podcast episode here to talk about the 2XKO status right now.
The only thing I can think that would maybe change it is whoever wins Worlds.
So who won Worlds or was in the like the most played last year?
Ignoring new characters? I have no clue.
I'm trying to think. They gave us this one, and they said what else did they say? They said here's somewhere it was like two a month.
Okay. Worlds 2025. Who is winner? I think, yeah, okay, so T1 got it this year, and I don't remember what they played in finals.
We'll drop out of this call so y'all can continue, but I need to say I'm never getting my goat Fiora into XKO. My goat's never coming home, and I know that, but it hurts.
I know.
She'll probably come in, actually.
We were talking about this in our last episode ways back, because a new fencing-based character, I am 100% on board.
And it's not like they have a lot of characters that they can take inspiration from.
Because if she's good, if she has good neutral whatnot, you can literally take from Weiss or
Weiss, Mitsuru.
It just hurts because I know in like My Heroes Rumble, I'm never getting Tokoyami because we're just going to get 30 versions of the same character. And I feel like Fiora is like 3 years down the line, so I'm not going to.
I mean, that's all fair. That's all fair. I can for that.
But we'll be surprised. Like I said, it's a popularity contest or a favorability contest right now. So whatever it is the odds on out over there is probably the odds in the fighting game.
Yeah.
I just got to think. They just got to choose marketing really well since they're. What did I just read?
Fiora is also probably just going to show up in Arcane sometime soon, or if we're being honest. So she's probably on the list for like Arcane announcement into a 2XKO announcement when they start doing the 2XKO with Arcanists again.
So 5 more slots pending until they change up the pattern. Debatably 5 more slots pending. So out of those 5 other slots, so Arcane ended its season 2 when?
Season 2?
Yeah. Let's take a look real quick.
While ago.
Okay, and then season 2 is the main thing. So
November 20 last year.
Last year, okay.
If you look at the episodes, you can see release date.
It'll be a good minute. Oh wait,
yeah.
What's up, sweetie?
If you look at the episodes at the top, you can see release dates, and that will tell you when it finished. Because if you look at episode 9's release date, November 23rd.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So this was like literally like end of 2024 was when like it finished up. Is there only 9 episodes? Or like
yeah, there's 9 episodes because it released in 3 episode blocks. because each 3 episodes would come out and it would be basically an arc. If you look at season 1 real quick, sorry, this is like a very like random subject, but the first 3 episodes take place in the young Vi area where it's pre like pre-age up, right? And then episodes 4, 5, and 6 take place right about each 3 episodes are their own contained arc that then plays into the bigger arc, right?
So there's like
and then by the time
in those 3 episodes for later.
Yes.
So it goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then episode 9 is the end of a season.
Oh, I mean that's good writing, but damn, that's so short and to the
I
point.
know.
Yeah.
I know. And it's amazing. If you haven't watched it yet, you should. Trust.
It's a lot of condensed writing. It is indeed a lot of condensed writing, though.
It's a lot of condensed writing with good emotion to it.
How is the pacing?
It's actually very decent. It's very good.
And it might seem like it would be a lot because it's 9 episodes, but they pace it great. My only issue is in season 2. If you pick on season 2, I can tell you the episode that bothers me. It's I know the season based off of like, yeah. So number 8 bugs me because it is very well paced, but episode 8 of season 2 has one specific moment where they're like building up this tension, and then it all like speed runs that specific moment to set up the like amazing moments in episode 9. Like episode 9 is absolute cinema. But episode 8 did annoy me just a tiny bit. Not enough to make me dislike it, though.
Okay, so it paced it out in order to set up for all the action that's going to be, like, action-packed in the final episode.
Yeah.
Yep. It's very much, if we're looking at, like, similar show pacings, it's not a Naruto where, like, it's filler, and then back to action. It's more like, I want to put it in a Bleach category of, like, you know when the action's actually going to be. It's just what
you also know when
action foreshadow.
Emotion, yeah, and when emotion is complemented by action a lot. One of my favorite songs is from episode, I think 6 of season 1, and it just it has harmonic chanting. And it complements the emotion of the scene so well without you needing to understand it. And it is just great. Also the music score is like amazing. Even if you don't like recognize it at the time, when you hear the music after you've seen the show, it sticks in your brain.
I heard the music for Arcane was top tier. I definitely did want to watch it for that.
It's if we're talking like show music compared to game music, it is for me in the same tier of memorability as Melty Blood music, where it's always iconic, or like Under Night music where you know exactly what you're getting.
Oh,
like
make it like
it sticks with you.
Oh yeah,
yes.
And like there are some songs that are just used as background text. Like I'm just gonna name drop a few because I have no point not to. But like Wasteland is a song that plays over a very like dark scene for one of the characters, and it's an amazing song. But I cannot listen to it without thinking back to that scene and just being like, "Oh fuck." Oh no! Oh no!
I'm actually checking. I think I have at least 5 songs from the Arcane album in my daily driver playlist.
And considering there's 18 episodes,
and I haven't seen season 2 yet.
Yeah, no. Considering there's 9 episodes and you have half the
that was all from the first season. 5 songs from their like 10 song album from the first season.
And I could name almost every song in the like show. I'm not shitting you. That's how like good it is. And if you a taste of not like the best
You'll
song,
probably
but
like the
a
Jid song the best. The Jid
yeah.
or
This is a
actually
song that released as a promotion for season 2, so it's separate from like the the show itself, so you can watch it without any real spoilers.
yeah.
I
Because you
sent
were
him blood,
more,
sweat, and tears.
yeah, you'll probably like Misfit Toys and Enemy. So
Oh, I love Deep the Town Blue.
I think Misfit Toys is the one for season 2. Paint the Town Blue
Um,
sounds familiar.
it plays when they yeah. I'll send you a message. Oh wait, no, is this season 2
It
song?
just sounds. It's
Oh
probably
no,
is a
I just
season 2 song, but I've been spoiled by a lot of things. So.
yeah, no, I
But
just realized. Yeah, no, it's
oh,
a season 2 song. That's crazy. Oh wait, then that means you're missing like half the best. Yeah, no, you're gonna love the music from season 2 if you liked season 1.
Okay.
yeah, yeah, but like
Uh,
there's hip hop, there's jazz, there's a lot of musical influence in the show.
oh yeah. And like I was saying, all of the emotion moments have either good cinematography, good action, good music, or all the above. Like there is never a moment that you can like watch and feel like it just doesn't have something that you can latch to. Each moment can connect, whether it's through visuals, vocals, right?
Yeah.
Your own connections, etc. It is very good. I don't have Netflix right now, so I can't rewatch it, which hurts my soul.
It's probably the only.
Okay. I'm getting an idea. That's more I'm looking at. This is basic. I'm trying to see, does she have combo game with this? She reminds me of Sniper Furry right now from Grand Blue.
Eustace.
Yes, Eustace. It's just like a slightly watered down version of Eustace. It's not really.
Yeah, so she's going to be a Eustace.
Yay!
Eustace with a net, and I think she has a backdash with her net.
Hey, yes, she does actually.
So as for like the rest, like she won't have the grenades and everything, but it's more like she sets traps. So we're in between Eustace and who is it? Who is it? There's someone in Undernight that's Byakuya? No.
Byakuya does kind of
I
set
know it's
spider
stupid, but
traps.
No,
the
it's
character
the other
who
one.
I know
Twin
it's
guns.
goofy, but the character who would come
Kaguya.
to my brain for like how her gun could work would actually be 8-Ball, if that makes sense. The
Oh, like
8-Ball character
Venom.
from Guilty Gear. Yeah.
Yup. Now you see,
Like,
she
could
has
you
something
see
like
that
that in
working
game.
for a
Venom?
sniper?
I could see Venom's mechanic being duplicated in a game like this, but I don't know if there's a hero that already has something like that or is that could make
There are
make that just
champions that
effective.
do things like that. There are champions that do things like that, or would have the capability to. Um, I just don't think they're going to put those ones in.
No,
Yeah.
because what this is doing right now is just add like for her inclusion. If this is viable and relating it to a fighting game toolkit, she's gonna be another zoner, non-conventional zoner, but is also with set play capabilities.
And
So I mean that's one way to balance it out. So now you don't want to deal with that. If you don't want to deal with a Teemo, now you got to deal with a Caitlyn.
yeah, I mean, and you're gonna have to deal with them either way. You're gonna have to, or you know, or yeah.
All right.
I don't
Those
know.
are my two guesses.
All right. So the last thing here is to delve into this, and then we're pretty much Gucci for the time being. Is to delve into the crossplay continuum that's now solidified for the end of January. So the regular Season 0 got here on October 7th, 2025. And we're just now getting the full crossplay integration 3-4 months later, damn near. So my thing is, with the engine that was already here, why did it take 4 extra months for it to complete the process that was already promised and we already had at the beta? So that's my follow-up thing here in order to take a look at it, is trying to take a look at what's the engine on this game that it can support crossplay, but we didn't get crossplay at jump. But both the betas for this game did have it.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, they did. The betas did have crossplay. I also think that might just be server thing, right? Because before, I don't think we had Twixio wasn't available. They might be, and they're trying to do that. Before with the betas, we had a couple issues they weren't forced to deal with. It's coming soon. That makes sense.
Kind of.
Windows is locking down kernel access, so there's a very big possibility starting to scramble to implement something else, some other security system.
What other security system could they invoke that would take from like Rivals' thing on what they had with their whatever type of decoder they had that's trying to keep the firewalls active between PC and console integration?
Not necessarily the console integration. It's just everything would have again.
Everything would what?
They would have to like move everything off of if Windows 11 goes one patch and says, yeah, no more kernel level access to developers, to like outside developers. They're sort of out of a working program. They literally would have to tell people you cannot.
Okay.
That it's not necessarily a game issue. It's more of a company issue.
To where it would just be either or for 4 months?
Yeah. To a year.
Minimum. It felt like it was a year.
Yeah.
We're talking October 7th, October, November, December, January. End of January, so...
If we're talking about like in between the beta to the release, yeah. Now, if we're talking the release of the PC beta to now, they're still probably working on it. They probably just had other issues with Sony being Sony and wanting certain things verified more. Actually, it's on Xbox, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not Xbox. It's not Sony's issue. It's Xbox. Xbox recently redid all and said it on the new shit, and it has to run on all of them, right?
But Xbox runs like the Xbox's engine runs like a PC.
Yes, but no, it's not necessarily the engine. It's the performance of the actual hardware. It has to run on all of them.
Oh, it has to be properly integrated to run on all of them.
Yeah. So like PS5, you just have to run the PS5. Xbox, you have to run the last gen too. That's how they're like printing their game.
So they got to do Xbox 360 and Xbox One? I thought this was just like
Xbox
One.
No, we're on S. Remember, it's SX. So one in SX, and the one is weaker. They just use the same controller.
And Xbox One. Damn, Microsoft.
Yeah, and then they have the Series S and the Series X. So it has to run on that one and that, because they're not releasing a new console. See what I'm saying?
Oh my god! So
that's the issue.
Are we sure that that it was Xbox that was slowing this all down? Like, this makes sense.
Holy crap! That would be the only real reason, because they're the only company that requires everybody to run their obsolete it, and they're still selling Xbox One S. This is the most likely candidate as far as I can understand, outside of RAM shortages and such, but that shouldn't affect the game company.
It makes sense. It's like, the last time there was a game that integrated all three incorrectly was the Power Rangers.
Cyberpunk.
And Cyberpunk. And then the one that did it correctly was probably Strive.
Yeah, it'd be Strive. I don't think we had crossplay. No, we didn't have crossplay till rollback, right? For the fighters.
Fighters, we just have we have rollback, no crossplay.
Rollback, no crossplay. Yeah. So it'd be Strive.
Yeah, it's Strive. I mean, the Strive was a huge deal when its crossplay was integrated. Okay, so alright, it sounds valid in its own way. That I guess it would be Xbox's thing here, but this is the thing here. So they're counting Xbox as a console, even though it's all of its engines run basically like a smaller PC.
Yep.
So if that was the case, why didn't Xbox get considered the front runner in the cross-platform integration over PlayStation to speed up the process of focal point?
Because it doesn't play well with Windows. For like the cross-platform integration.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't like partially it is a Windows PSN issue. Right? PSN has that extra input delay, so that easily gets solved. Sony doesn't like playing nice with Xbox, but they'll happily take Xboxes. Xbox, unfortunately, just makes a product that's a little bit buggier for other people to deal with as a developer. It's not necessarily bad buggy, but it's like combining two different platforms is usually a little bit hard, performance based.
Okay.
It's not buggy, but anything buggy will always cause problems when combining with other stuff.
Yeah.
Right, like crashes a lot. I won't even say crashes a lot. Like the program itself has like internal crashes. Is the best way I can put it. Where like sometimes it'll work, and other days you're just sort of looking at your console going, why did you go back? It's also a DVD player and a home media theater. Like you can use it for whatever, right? It's a baby PC, but as you said, 6K coming to PS5.
So this is what they say here in the focus here. So now, as of the write in the article, 2XL was not on console, but they confirmed the game will be on it early 2026. It was very confirmed January 20th. 2XL early release access exclusively on PC October 7th. We haven't taken our foot off the gas in getting games to console. Right now, the team is focusing on the work that it takes to go from the console betas we shipped in alpha labs to a fully featured game. We'll share major updates here at the moment. It's only playable through the Riot client, where players can test the early access build.
Yeah. Although one thing, I think once console comes and they say it's a fully featured game, we're gonna slow it down.
We're gonna what?
We're gonna get a slowdown on patches.
I think that would probably be for the better, in my opinion. So that way it can take time for PlayStation to catch up. PC's got 4 months ahead of the whole other generation.
No,
so they got it.
No, I mean like they'll start out at the same. So if it's like patch 2.5, they'll come out 2.5 cross platform is out 09, and then immediately after we'll go into sort of how I want to say, not necessarily how Rivals does seasons, where you get a season, half, mid-season, and an end season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll get a patch like that at best, and at worst, you get a season. You end that season off, you get another patch, and then so on and so forth with like, unless something gets added, nothing.
That can work. That can coincide with the, was it the a character every couple of months ideology that they had here somewhere. So that kind of works with that.
Yeah, they're gonna be balancing patch timings. Wow.
And then they're also talking about possible cross progression. So players on PC, PS5, Xbox able to matchmake at the same time.
I think cross progression needs to be mandatory.
On the back burner. I feel like it should be
I
on
think
the
it
back
needs to
burner.
be mandatory.
It can be mandatory for this type of game, but it's not something that I don't think they should put in the full.
I don't. I think they actually need to do it early to avoid, because Riot tends to make poor decision in this aspect of like, it's the right decision as a developer to push it back, but it's the wrong decision to push it back when you know that cross progression has already sort of screwed you over with like mobile games.
Okay, let's take.
My biggest fear then would be like the Fortnite issue, where when they added cross progression, it fried a bunch of people's accounts and just made them lose everything.
So rather than that, launch crossplay and cross progression together. No one has any input into the PSN side, into the console side yet, so no one has a save. Easiest save of your life.
I did see that, but I also see complications between trying to add. I don't know.
Well, let's
expand
that thought some. Because when this game first came out, the main thing was to have the crossplay integration. Cross progression was not advertised at the time. Now that this is on the horizon, this is put on the back burner as a small footnote. So in your eyes, Ruby, does this feel like something that, in your eyes, would you see this as something that needed to be advertised first, or not really brought up at all until crossplay was integrated?
I feel like it wouldn't be a necessary thing until crossplay was fully working, because I've seen games try to integrate cross progression and it just messes up accounts or progress. And yeah, that's going to be less of a worry in like a fighting game, but people still will put plenty of time into unlocking cosmetics and stuff, right? And that time will be gone. And that might turn players off if it's not handled right.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's what I want. Which, if this is me and I'm making 2x KO and I'm releasing the game, that's what I want to prevent from happening. I don't want to put cross progression out in a year and a half and end up in the Apex situation where these people lost thousands of dollars of equipment. I'd rather just put crossplay and progression out at the same time, or put crossplay out and never put out cross progression.
Yeah, I see your side.
Okay, I get that. And then lastly is, taking a look at their hypothesis here on release on previous gen consoles. We already kind of dabbled a little bit into this, but let's see how they cook. Well, 2SKO developers have already mentioned a console release plan for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. There's no update on previous gen consoles, although most fighting games are still running on previous generation consoles. Most modern titles are highly demanding. So even if there's no confirmation, you can expect 2SKO to only land on modern consoles. So that's everything you need to know on 2SKO release plans. Let us know in the comment sections. Respectfully speaking, I do think that that's a good call. With as much demand that this engine's had so far in order to maintain its current standard for new gen, I don't think it would be a good idea in order to try to have reverse play. It would have been something that you wanted to do at first and then introduce the PS5 version rather than have the PS5 version then work backwards for PS4's sake.
Yeah.
We don't want to have the issue of too much heating on the Potato Station 4.
Exactly. That's what a small little pivot that Rivals is getting ready to try and hash out now.
I still feel like that was a definite mistake on their end.
That was super bad.
It is and it's not. Right? They have to compete with Overwatch. That's the only reason they did it. Overwatch won't compete for them.
I respect that, but Overwatch already won that checkmate because Overwatch was already Overwatch was the whole PlayStation 4 generation that just got ported to PS5 without needing a PS5 update. There's just a PS5 version. That's all.
Yeah.
Now, them doing it in
like they
reverse
had to.
hurts the product because that's going to hurt the engine for PS4 to try to sustain going into casuals and ranks on a high supply demand game like that with graphics
more than
already next gen,
likely,
and you're trying to revert graphics to prior gen instead of them just being current gen on a last gen release at jump.
And that's fair. That's fair. I think it's if it goes as bad as I think it probably will, Sony will step in and pull a Cyberpron and just say no more PS4. Go away.
Yeah.
And then they can blame it on Sony. And then they can just blame it on Sony.
I mean, Sony can take one for the team.
As they usually do. Sadly.
Alright, well, chat, that will also wrap it up here in order to give you an idea. If you guys have any questions or comments down below on your thoughts on 2XKO, Project L, Project League, or whatever it is they want to call this hush puppy, if you want to also weigh in on your thoughts regarding the crossplay or cross progression, or even future characters and how they will shape the landscape of the ever-changing meta that's on its way going into season 1, quote unquote. Leave them in the comments down below. I'd love to take the time to read them all. You guys take care, stay blessed, and Happy New Year ahead.
Have a blessing.
Yo.